Yeah, landing lights, we might as well put those guys on. We start keeping them continuous. And you just throw those all forward. There's two on the left there that yeah, especially that. Alrighty, we'll arm the speed brake. Okay, so that handle on the left. Yeah, just in the arm position, so a little bit forward. Good. Just there's a little click there. It's already there? Okay. And what else? Okay, so you see the runway ahead. Okay, you see the pappies? You know what the pappies are?
Yep, the lights.
Okay, good. So white and red, right? That's what we're aiming for?
Two white.
Two white, two red. Perfect. White and red. Red and white would be alright. Okay. Okay. At 50 feet, in this airplane, the smaller planes will flare like 5, 10 feet, not 10, maybe 5, 7 feet above the ground. This airplane 50 feet, so as we descend, the airplane's going to start flying up some altitudes. Can you tell me what your radar altimeter says right now? 2140. Do you see that on your PFD? In white numbers on a black background?
Oh yeah.
2140. That means we're exactly 2,140 feet above the ground, right? Now, do you see? This might be better for you. I have to pause it. So we'll go 237 is the heading for this runway. So 10, there we go, we should get a, there it is, perfect. So I'm going to get you to dial 237 on the heading window. And if you look at the navigation display there, you see a big magenta line in the middle of those two white lines. Okay, that's the lateral position of the aircraft versus the runway, right? Reference to the runway. So as long as in inclement weather, when we can't see outside on days when it's foggy and you're wondering how the pilots are seeing outside, that's exactly what we're looking at. So as long as I can keep that magenta bar in the center of those two white lines, above and below it, doesn't matter if I can't see outside, I know the runway's straight ahead. Okay, if that magenta bar starts to swing to the left, it means that I need to go left. If it starts to swing to the right, it means I need to go right. To the right of that, there's a magenta diamond. It's sitting just above the little white line there. Perfect. That's the glide slope. That tells me how high and low I am. Okay, so that magenta diamond, as long as it's sitting right on that white line, it means that I'm exactly on the glide slope all the way down to the runway. I'm not going to hit any power lines or transformer stations or land on the zoo or anything like that, right? It's going to keep me right, and it's going to land me right on the runway where I need to be, the first third or 3,000 feet, whichever comes. Whichever the situation is. If that magenta diamond is above the white line, it means that we're a little too low. If it's below the white line, it means we're too high. Okay. Today, flap 30 landing, gear down. So once I unpause it, we're going to go to flaps 15. And actually, let's go to flaps 25 once I unpause it. And then we'll put the gear down as well. Okay, autopilot is off, we're flying it down. You guys can do it. Alright, you guys ready? Good stuff. Try to land today at 150 knots. That's going to be our touchdown speed. So let's just push forward just a little bit. Break that. Good. A little bit of power. So we're on manual power, so we got to keep our hand on the throttle, the thrust levers at all times, right? So we're constantly moving those back and forth. So a little bit more power. Maybe another inch or so forward. There we go, a little bit to the right. Perfect. Okay, we can go flaps to 30. And pitch down. We want to see the runway. Good. And just try very small, smooth corrections, as tiny as you can. Modicum amount. Okay, we'll ease off the power a couple inches.
inches.
Nice sunny day, Toronto, no wind, no big deal.
Not like today.
Yeah, you'll do fine.
1,000.
Yeah, exactly, outside,
So that's an action to do good things.
4,000 feet, we're stable. Okay, small corrections, we're doing really well. WestJet, you get the landing clearance, right? Whatever it was, and we're gonna land. A little bit of power, maybe a couple inches forward.
500.
Maybe a half an inch forward. There we go. And maybe
400.
an inch and a half back. There you go.
300.
And maybe an inch forward. Alright, couple inches back.
200.
There we go. And we go.
100.
When you hear 50, that's when we're going to start to flare.
50. 40. 30.
Maybe a little less.
20. 10.
Beauty. Beauty. Excellent.
Very nice.
Excellent, yeah. 80 knots, we'll put the reversers back in. Perfect. Nothing to it. Easy peasy Japanese, eh? Welcome to Toronto. Thank you for flying Air Canada member Star Alliance. All that jazz.